Up For Us TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my preview for the Tottenham Hotspur game taking place at the City Ground tomorrow. So yeah, really interesting one this one. Tottenham are currently unbeaten, looking really good this season under Antonio Conte. Made some really good bits of business in that transfer window, or the transfer window is still open. I think Perisic is a really good signing. Getting Kulusevski back, I think that was important for them. Basuma in midfield, £25 million is a really good bit of business for them. Richarlison, somebody who can come in for Son and or Kane when needed. So I think they've done really well in the transfer window. And Antonio Conte, we know, is a really, really good manager. He knows what he's doing, has a really, really good way of playing and way of motivating his players. You see that sort of 3 at the back, 4 in the middle, 3 across the front, or it could slightly be maybe 1 behind the striker with 2 going through the middle. It's similar kind of setup in terms of formation to Cooper, but it can be slightly different, but I think it's going to be a really interesting one. I think Tottenham are a very, very good side. Like I say, they've probably got 2 of the best attackers in the world, maybe the best duo in the world in Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. The understanding between those 2 is ridiculous. They're absolutely unbelievable. So we're going to have a handful trying to keep them quiet. I think, that they're going to be all over our back line. We've just really got to defend with everything that we've got, dig in, use the experience of Cook, who I expect to start this one, given that Niakate's out. I really think that our defence are going to be key to us getting anything really from this one. I don't want us to sit and defend. I want us to try and take the game to them. But I think if we, defend well and reduce the chances that Son and Kane can get, then, it'll give us an opportunity to get something out of the game. Do I think we will get something out of the game? If I'm being sensible and serious, I'd probably say no. I think Tottenham are a very good side, and there are teams who are going to come to the City Ground this season, teams that we're going to go to this season that we look at. Next week, we've got Man City. There's games that we're going to play where you look at it and think it's very unlikely that we kind of get anything from that. And this one is slightly on that. I could potentially see us getting something. I think they did look a little bit shaky in periods against Wolves. I think maybe if Wolves had a bit more of a striker, if Jimenez was fit or whatever to play a full game, then, maybe they could have got something out of it, Wolves. So I think there are opportunities that we can get at them if we are being a bit clinical in front of goal. Maybe if Awoniyi or Johnson or whoever, maybe even Surridge got a brace in that game against Grimsby. So I don't know. I think there is opportunities to get at them. So it's not going to be a case of there's absolutely no chance. But I don't know. I think it's going to be obviously a really difficult game, but I could definitely see us getting something out of it if we are on top of our game and play how we know we can do. Maybe we could get a point or something. My heart's saying 2-1 Forest, my mind saying probably something like 2-1, 2-0 to Tottenham. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of imagination, but these are games you've got to play in the Premier League. But yeah, I do think we can get something out of it, but I think we're going to have to really be on top of our game to be able to do that. So yeah, in terms of sort of the lineup, for me, I think you kind of go Henderson in goal, your back 5 of Williams, who I think is really, really good down that right-hand side, Toffolo on the left, the 3 centre-backs, I think you got to go with the same from the Everton game for me. Worrell, I know there's a bit of a question mark over him. Some aren't too keen on his performances. Cook in the middle and McKenna on the left. The 2 in the midfield, I think you're going to go with, if everyone's fit, Mangala. I know he's going to have to go off, so if Mangala can't start, I'll probably go with Ruben Floyd. I think he looked really good against Grimsby. And then alongside him, probably Lewis O'Brien. I think he looks really good. He looks at home in the Premier League, does the former Huddersfield man. And then the front 3, the attacking midfielder, Jesse Lingard, because I think Morgan Gibbs-White has picked up a knock. if that is sort of Cooper's injury tactic, then he probably will start. But definitely Lingard if Gibbs White isn't available. And then the front two for me, I think Emmanuel Dennis looked really good against Grimsby, but I do think it'll probably be Awoniyi and Johnson. I think you need someone a bit more physical in Awoniyi, and Johnson scored against Everton. His confidence will be high. So, you kind of have to sort of start him in this one. But I don't know, we've got a lot of players, as we know a lot of, every single fan, every pundit on TalkSport seems to talk about it. We have a lot of players, and we have a lot of different players who can play similar positions. So, we do have a lot of options, which is good. But then again, is it going to cause an issue in terms of game time sort of thing? I don't know. But it's an interesting one, and it's all. I wouldn't want to be Steve Cooper with that headache, because there's so many quality players who probably deserve to start, but unfortunately, based on the sort of squad that we have, not everyone's going to be able to start. So the balance is important, but I think in this one it's going to be Awoniyi and Johnson up front for me. Really excited to watch this one. I do hope we can get something out of it, and I could see us getting something at it. I think out of the top six, I think there's probably Tottenham and maybe one team that you could kind of get something out of. Maybe Chelsea with the way that they've started this season. Man City, I don't think so. Liverpool, maybe. I mean, they've had a bit of a shaky start, just beaten Bournemouth 9-0, so, are they back on track? Probably. Man United, you could probably get something out of them, to be fair. They did slip my mind. But I think Tottenham, Man United, potentially are still dependent on how things pan out for them in European football. But I don't know. I think Tottenham are probably one of the top six, that we can get something out of if we're on our game, and if maybe they're not so much. But I don't know. My heart says 2-1 Forest. My head says probably 2-1 Tottenham, but we'll have to see how things pan out. So, let us know down below what you think the score is going to be, who you think is going to score, who you think is going to start. I think the goal scorer to me will be Jesse Lingard. I think he'll get his first goal for the club, and I will go with, I want to say O'Brien, I want to say Williams. I'm going to go with Lewis O'Brien, but like I say, I'm not really too bothered who scores and who doesn't, as long as we get the 3 points. So if you did enjoy it, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to Talk Boys TV, and come on, you Reds.